Thank you. So do you.
I love the green moment. And how about our names?
Okay,
Ashley,
Ashley.
I'm here for it. Yours is spelled with an I. I love it. How would you get the spelling of your name?
I don't know, but I know when in the delivery room, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was playing,
Mm,
and so my mom was like, "Oh, Ashley." So that's how I was named. But she
wow.
wanted to be a little different, and I guess she just thought of the I. I have no idea.
I love it though. It's unique. I'm with the Y. Everybody has the Y, but oh well. It's all good.
Yeah, but we're icons. All Ashleys that I know, we're icons.
We are. Look, I love to see it. I love to see it. Baby, you are turning up the heat on TV. Cruel Summer is heating up the screen. The Jessica Biel Freeform hit debuted April 20th to, I think it's the Freeform's biggest hit today,
Yeah.
right? Could you have imagined that when you joined and signed on to be on the show that it would be what it has become?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I was excited, obviously, it being a 90s piece. Like, I knew it would be fun and like nostalgic for people, but definitely I didn't expect to be the number one show. No, not at all.
I'm hooked like everybody else. You played Kate's stepsister Ashley. Your character was introduced in episode 4. But there is mention of her. I believe it's episode 2 from the dad.
Yeah.
He mentions having another daughter. And your role, you're like the sneaky older sister. It's cunning. It's good. I'm here for it. But before we dive into all things Cruel Summer, I want to talk a little bit about you and like how did you what informed or shaped or inspired your decision to want to pursue acting? I've heard of this story about Barney,
Yes.
watching Barney at home, and you were like, "Hey, I want to be in the screen." Talk to
Correct.
us a little bit about what informed this decision for you to be doing this career.
Yeah, sure. So after I told my mom that I wanted to be inside the TV, I mean, I did do acting classes when I was younger, but I think as a parent, like she tried to put me in gymnastics, everything else, and I kind of just kept gravitating more towards the arts. And so I went to a performing arts middle school slash high school,
Mhm.
and that's when I really started taking it seriously. And then I went to college and got my degree in acting as well, and kind of just hit the ground running.
You hit the ground running. I have to ask Ash. Do you mind me calling you Ash, or is
Go
that
for it.
okay?
I
Okay,
feel like we have this rapport already, so it's okay.
we're good.
Go ahead, Ash. Go ahead, Ash.
Okay, I love it. I love it. What obstacles I want to know because obviously, being a black woman in this industry, there are hurdles. Yeah, even if you weren't a black woman, even if you were just a woman, but couple that with being a black woman in this industry and pursuing this career that is not the traditional teacher or working at the bank, you chose a different career path. What obstacles have you encountered and how have you used those obstacles to propel and push you forward?
I think, starting out, like I didn't have really anyone in my family who was arts related. Like
Mhm.
everyone that I know, they're either in business, like I think everyone's in business or politics in my family. So there was no connection to the industry. So I didn't really know how to jump in other than like audition, try my best to network with people. So I think having my business background of my family and them being like, well, technically it is a business,
Right.
and having that kind of guide me and using that element, I guess that's how I kind of overcame that kind of difference there.
Yeah,
If that makes sense.
definitely. What advice could you share, Ash, with creatives or budding actors who may watch this, who are wanting to, they don't have a background either. They're the first generation of creatives or actors in their family. What advice could you share with them on their pursuit in this career?
Um, if you're acting, audition for everything. Reach out to people who are in the industry doing what you like to do. Do as much research as you can. I remember like in the beginning, I would research, I would read a lot. I would find out because I didn't go to grad school to get my degree. And I had a lot of friends who did go to grad school. And I was like, what are you guys reading in class? And I would get those books online or from the bookstore and would read them just to keep my own educational, so like just keep me abreast of what was going on.
Right. I love that. I love that. Okay, let's deep dive into this.
Let's go.
Let's deep dive. All things Cruel Summer. Again, it's proven to be this breakout hit, and rightfully so. You guys are all like holding your own. What did you think of your character when you first read her? in the script?
Well, the audition sides, they were like, the breakdown said she's intelligent, but she's this cool older stepsister. And then I had this scene where I'm like grilling her, and it's like, you can't talk about our dad, this black man. What are you gonna do? And I was just like, what is going on here? And the fact that in the '90s, like she was like straight, so like I was like, okay, she's free to speak her mind. I love it.
Right.
But then you also see the shift with her character and how she kind of, once Kate gets kidnapped, she has an aha moment, if you will. Right. And she's like, oh, well, let me change, my myself to her and like open up and, so I feel like, I don't know, like I just really love what they're doing with this character and what the audiences are going to see with her. Right. I'm really thrilled.
You talk about this shift that happens, right? After you find out, after, Kate's been kidnapped and what have you. Do you blame Ashlei at all for kind of pushing her off and kind of pushing her into the arms of Mr. Harris? Because the character Ashlei was kind of like, I don't have time for this. I'm not to be bothered with you. Goodbye. Does Ashlei Chesnut blame Ashlei Wallace or did she take any guilt for the kidnapping of Kate?
Ashlei Chesnut, no.
Okay.
I do not think Ashlei Wallace made Kate get kidnapped. No, I do not.
Okay.
But I think as the character Ashlei Wallace, there's so many Ashleys. As Ashlei Wallace, I think, she has a little bit of guilt. And I think that's why that shift occurs.
Right.
Because, and she's a teenager, like emotions or hormones,
Okay. I have to ask you, it's revealed that you're behind the chat room. You're, confiding in her. Berenice for what's behind the name? I mean, people know, but can you break it down for those that some people are speculating, right? But can you break down what's behind the chat name and what are your intentions? What is Ashley's intentions with befriending her sister on this chat room? Are there good intentions here? Talk to us a little bit about that.
So I'll tell you, so the history with the chat name, so she's actually Cleopatra's, in real life, her sister.
Right.
And we don't know about Cleopatra's sister, which I think was really clever with that the writers put this in, because I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that Ashley's character, she is an intellectual, history buff, she would know who this person is. But the fact that nobody knows who the sister is, and the fact that she is also, I don't want to say, she's not conniving or anything, but in the end, she has an ill fate.
Right.
And not that that's foreshadowing anything of this series, but but she's definitely the sister, and there are a lot of parallels between the real life Cleopatra and with the chat name and Kate and Ashlei.
What can you tell us? What comes of this relationship? Can you tell us anything what comes of the relationship between Kate and Ashlei? Are they, with this information that Ashlei is gathering and getting from Kate, is this information going to be used in any way, like in the trial? What can you tell us without getting into trouble?
I can, oh yeah, for sure. I know Freeform is probably watching for sure. Freeform PR. No, I can say that, the dramatic pause. Okay. No. But but I can tell you, okay, that you will find out what happens with these messages.
Okay.
And you will find out tonight.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm trying to be super careful, because I don't want to give anything away. But tonight you will see what happens with these messages, and audiences will be. I think it's going to be a big reveal tonight with the message.
Ooh. Okay, so tonight is Happy Birthday, episode 7, Happy Birthday, Kate Wallace. Yes. What else can we expect from tonight? Because that's a good tease. That's good, Ash. I'm here for the tease. What else can we expect from tonight?
You'll definitely get a glimpse into Ashley's college life.
Okay.
and you will see a familiar face
Oh,
with her in college.
okay. Ah,
Um,
I think
and
I have some
what
things,
else?
some
Oh,
ideas.
but she also go. You'll see Ashley. She'll also be going back home because it is Kate's birthday.
Right.
You'll see her interact with her sister. Um,
Okay.
kind of tease you a little bit.
And what can you tell us actually about the relationship between you and Derek, Jeanette's brother? What's going on there? Is that who we're gonna see with you in college? Like, what's going on with that dynamic? Because people are already saying like Romeo and Juliet. People are gonna put you guys together. What can you tell us about that whole thing? Girl, it's a lot of secrets going on and twists and turns in Cruel Summer.
No, there there are a lot of secrets, but I think from 4 they kind of set it up. I mean, there's definitely something there,
Right.
but they set it up in 4 in the way that we're just really good friends.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Swinging and whatnot.
it's a teen show. You know, things can happen. Maybe you may or may not see something tonight in episode 7. May or may not.
Okay.
Maybe information will be revealed of that friendship.
I'm here for it. What will fans be surprised at the conclusion of this all? Because I'm hoping for a season 2. I don't know what you can tell us about that, but I'm fingers crossed for a season 2. But what will fans be surprised to learn about Ashlei at the conclusion, if there is one?
I can say there isn't a conclusion.
Which
kind of, I mean, that's a question for Freeform.
Okay, that was
so. And I feel like when you see the end of episode 7, you're going to be like, well, we have to have closure. So I think that leads hopefully to. I mean, I'm hoping there would be a season 2, just because of the way it ends for Ashley's character.
Who do you believe, Jeanette or Kate? And this can be, who does Ashley Chesnut believe?
I've always been Team Kate. I will always be Team Kate. I'm very biased. I'm not switching it up.
Okay, what about Ashley Wallace? Who does she believe?
Now, honey, that's a different question. I think we're gonna stay silent on that one because. But you know what? Well, I think Ashley's character is different because she's this omniscient character, right? With the chat room, she knows everything that's going on and that transpired. So I think she doesn't really have to. Ashley Wallace doesn't have to choose who to believe since she already knows all of the facts.
Gotcha. Ooh, this show. Actually, what's been the most rewarding part of working with this cast and working with this team of writers? Oh my God. What's been the most rewarding part of working on this series?
Definitely the people. I feel like when I first stepped foot, when I landed in Texas to shoot it, everybody was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the stress from like the pandemic and everything and just having this bubble, a safe bubble, and then having everybody having like a pleasant attitude too while working.
Right.
I don't know. I just felt like that was a different vibe. I don't know, but that was the most pleasant. It was one of the most pleasant experiences I can say.
And what do you think? Why do you think that the fans and the viewers have like latched onto this show? Who do you credit or what do you credit for the success of this series?
Oh, everybody. I mean, everybody. I can't even pinpoint one person. I think it's the cast, the crew, our execs, like our producers, like everybody. I feel like everybody did their share or did their work to make sure that we had a really successful show. And I think it's definitely shown on TV and by the way the fans and the audiences have been reacting.
Right. And ma'am, I can't wait to see tonight. But you are booked and busy and having a hot working summer.
Let's hope. Okay, let's hope.
You just wrapped in Canada filming a Kevin Costner produced ABC pilot on National Parks. Ash, what can you tell us about this? Because I'm here. What can you tell us?
So National Parks, it's about the ISB agents. We are basically the special agents of the national parks.
Mm-hmm.
And we deal with the heinous crimes. And we start off in Yosemite National Park.
Wow.
And you kind of just explore the lives of these agents. And I mean, we haven't had an official green light or anything, but we're aiming to be mid-season 2022.
Fingers are crossed, girl. I can't wait to see more of you on screen. Ash, thank you so much for coming to talk to us. Okay, talk about national parks because it's already done. It's going to be picked up.
Thank you. Okay, feelers.
It's already into God's hands, God's ears. It's going to happen. Ash, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait for tonight. Woo!
Thank you.
I cannot wait. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Where is the buzz?
Oh, yeah.
Where is the buzz? You said was mine.